Hello, this is Gavin, and this is your tarot reading for the weekend starting Friday the 2nd of February. I do hope everyone is well. I know as we move closer to the rare moon that's just passed, many of us experienced bouts of insomnia and stress as those old wounds slowly bubbled up to the surface of our conscious minds. And this is a time of healing and renewal and restoration, and whatever core themes have been presented to you, replaying in your mind over and over, are exactly what this blue moon is urging you to release. Now as we move forward, indeed there will still be some residual energy present, but this will pass as we get into the weeks ahead. And I'm reading from the After Tarot deck today, and if you haven't already, please pick a card from 1 to 3 and we shall begin. So we have the Three of Wands, and the Star, which is inverted, and Judgement from the Major Arcana. Let me just get these lined up. So for our first card, we have the Three of Wands, and this symbolises that you are literally on the verge of setting out and taking those first optimistic steps into a brighter future. And we can see clearly on this card that the main character, which symbolises you, is standing in a doorway or a portal of wands. And if you look very closely at his right hand, you can see that he's already passed through one of the wands. And this is really symbolising that you've already made up your mind about the direction that you're wishing to take in life, and you are in fact already in the process of making this transition. You know exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it, and the confidence of the main character is really being emblazoned in the scene here. We can see he's set off the eagle ahead of him, and we know that eagles are known for their strong vision and courage, and this is really portraying you having the ability and vision to successfully handle whatever you encounter as you make this rite of passage into the future. And there is a key theme here, and this is, whatever you've set out to do in this life transition, there's really going to be no turning back. And we know this. Why? Well, we know this because of where the character is situated in the scene. Like the Fool card, this character is standing on the cliff's edge and has already set his eagle or mental vision ahead of him. So there's only one direction you can take now, and that is of course forward. And what a leap of faith this transition is going to be. We can see the world and all number of possibilities lying ahead of this person. Some advice here is that you would do well to release yourself of any guilt or regret or past pain. You really don't want to be carrying all this with you as you make your way through this phase of your life. In line with the power of the recent supermoon, now is the time to forgive and forget and to have a good mental reset. You're not saying any of your past trauma is okay by letting go. All you're doing is freeing yourself up of the burden of carrying those past identities. Because truly you can be anything and anybody you wish to be whenever you decide to change your mind. So we have the Star, and she's inverted. Now the Star usually signifies hope and renewal, cleansing and optimism. It is the star that lights the way ahead. But with this inversion, you're really being called to attention to look deeply at your motives and actions as you move forward. Now this inversion signifies that you may be actually relying too heavily on hope and wishful thinking to solve your problems, when in actuality there's much shadow work and an inner cleansing of house that needs to take place before you can truly come into your own power. And faith and optimism, they really are an amazing start to the healing path. But without taking the necessary steps to delve into the self and to meet those past hurts and regrets and trauma head on, you'll have difficulty coming into your own and really living in peace as your own authentic self. But luckily, this is one of the most healing cards in the entire tarot. This card picks up the mess of the Tower and brings hope and optimism for the future as the goddess bathes and cleanses in the waters of eternity. So you're asked to question your innermost self. Are you really facing your shadows and fears, or are you putting on an optimistic facade? The Star can flush your system with healing waters of forgiveness and renewal. But first, you must, and I mean you must step into the deep well of your innermost self that contains all of your past and all of your hopes for the future. So step into yourself now and start this cleansing process. And you'll find when all's said and done and all is forgiven, then right there, standing next to you, is your highest self, cleansed and restored in all of its heavenly glory. If you chose card 3, you've been called to service by your higher self. This is Judgement, or the assessment of the mind and what has come before. And this is a card of drastic change, release and review. And what a most fitting addition on this date with everything that's going on around us astrologically. So then, indeed, the current phase of your life is now coming to an end, and you are to use judgment to look objectively at what's come before in your deepest past. Now is the time to find ways you succeeded in your past and to look at your failures. What are those big lessons you've learned back then that you can apply right now in this life-changing transition? If you do feel up to it, take some notes and highlight your biggest successes and your worst failures, and learn from them, and remember all of the circumstances and feelings that led to those crucial moments. You'll find some hidden gems of wisdom buried deep within yourself that will be likened to discovering hidden treasure. So now's the time to listen to your higher self, as you are being called to step out of your slumber and to awaken to all that is within you. Trusting the process, and by being accountable for all of your choices and behaviour, has led you up to this very moment. So take the time to do this crucial work and to find those treasures buried deep within the self. Your higher self or angel is calling you and wishes you to learn from within about where to go next. Pay attention to those big dreams you have and look for ways to start to bringing them into reality, because they're not just impossible pipe dreams. These are the callings of your soul's desire to express itself on this blessed earth. Thanks for joining me today. I do pray that you find some inspiration and guidance from the messages presented in your card. And I really do wish you all the best as we step into this year and really take charge of our personal lives. The passing moon will have brought closure to many aspects of your life that are not in line with who you wish to be in the future. And I know for me personally, the past couple of weeks have been tough. I've had bouts of insomnia and tears and joy, and after yesterday I feel like a load's been lifted and a shadow has passed overhead. But that is a necessary shadow, because without friction we cannot evolve, and as dark as some days may seem, whatever does not kill us truly makes us stronger, wiser and braver. If any of today's cards resonated with you, then please press the like button below to show your support for the channel, and if you're new here, then hit subscribe for free insights each week. Now I'm in the process of creating a new channel, offering guided meditations, healing, relaxation and chakra work, so keep your eyes open for updates over the next couple of weeks. My Facebook link is in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and God bless.